Greg, let's come back to you and tell us a little more about the religious exemption in Title IX
Yeah.
and how that works and what it covers.
Yeah, there is a religious exemption in Title IX. Congress put it in there. It's a creature of statute, and it's a robust, very protective exemption. It's one of my favorite exemptions in federal law. And let's talk first about who qualifies for it. The statute talks about a school that's sort of controlled by another religious organization. And some have misinterpreted that language to say, oh, what if I'm an independent school? What if I'm not a denominational school? Am I ineligible for the exemption? And the answer is no. The Department of Education has made quite clear, both through its practices and through the adoption of regulations, that independent schools are eligible for the exemption. And the things that make you eligible are the kind of things that make you religious. I mean, you can demonstrate that you have a religious purpose. The school holds itself out as being religious. Its day-to-day operations reflect its religious beliefs. I think for the most part, the schools that are members of the Church and Ministry Alliance, I would take a strong guess that virtually all of them, if not all of them, are subject. If you have some question about, or are eligible rather, for the exemption, and if you have some question about that, obviously you can reach out to us to try to confirm that. So that's the first question, is who's eligible. And the second question is, what does it get you? What does the exemption protect you from? Some people are tempted to think that they're entirely exempt from Title IX, that they don't have to do anything under Title IX because of the exemption. That is not correct. The exemption protects schools, eligible religious schools, from those applications of Title IX that are inconsistent with their religious tenets. So you may not have a religious objection to the way the rules say you have to handle a grievance. The fact that you're religious doesn't exempt you from that, but you may have an exemption to the applications of the rule that stem from the department's conclusion that the ban on sex discrimination reaches discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity.